It's Dr. Amanda with Straightsmile Solutions, straightsmilesolutions.com, and today we're going to talk more about Invisalign Day or an Invisalign party. And I just heard a really great podcast on this. You might be able to find it. If you go to Spotify, you can put in Invisalign party. They called it a party, so that's why I used that word. It was full of some great tricks and tips. I've done them before and I've been part of them and I've assisted with them before, but I've never had a super successful one. And I think back in the day and age when we started doing this, back then the Invisalign rep would come help you, and I don't think that happens anymore. I mean, maybe if you're really lucky, if they're really bored, or if they're new and green, they might help you, but I wouldn't count on that. So basically, from what I've digested and from my experience, there's two different types of Invisalign parties, and you have to do it right or you're going to lose money on it. First one is the one that you do once you have your iTero set up before you've really launched Invisalign in your practice. That's going to be the most productive one because you can market that one just if you want, both internally and externally. So by internally, I mean market it to your existing patient base of a couple thousand patients. Externally means marketing it on Facebook, on Instagram, direct mail, whatever you want to do, right? Obviously, marketing internally is a lot cheaper because you can just send off newsletter blasts and text, depending on how you have things set up, text messages. You have all their emails. You could do a mailer campaign. It doesn't cost that much to do a mailer campaign. I do stuff like that all the time, especially if you could just have someone spit out the labels. Once you already start launching Invisalign in your practice, after 6 months, after 12 months, and hopefully you're doing the whole Invisalign wellness scan thing, which is basically scanning every single butt in the chair from age 6 and up that has teeth that aren't flapping in the wind. So, I mean, obviously, if they're missing half their teeth and they're in partials, then probably not. But I mean, obviously, use intelligence when you pick who you're scanning. But even if you think it's too hard, or even if you think they don't need it, scan them anyways. Even if you think they're too young, scan them anyways. Because what you want to do is you want to, until you get your knowledge base up, you need to work with an orthodontist to help you sort through those scans and those records. And I strongly recommend that you use the Invisalign Practice app to take the photos. Even if you decide you're not using Invisalign for all the cases, which is totally fine. I mean, you might use like a white label aligner company, or you might decide one's better for ClearCorrect. There's reasons why I use other aligner brands. I don't only use Invisalign. Maybe it's an expander case, but you're not going to know. So the great part is just having them all in one situation, using the iTero outcome simulator to help simulate things, and having it all in one database. And from there, you can parse it out to wherever it needs to go. But yeah, work with an orthodontist to help you sort through those 50 to 100 scans initially from the first few months or from the Invisalign party. And you're going to find leads in there. Some leads are going to be for an orthodontist. You may decide to refer them out. You may have that magic line that you're not comfortable seeing those patients. But there's going to be a lot that maybe you didn't realize they weren't as hard as you think. Or maybe you didn't think they even needed treatment, but then once you work with an orthodontist, you're going to see they do need treatment. And you're going to see things that maybe you never saw before. And once you see things, you can't unsee things. There's only so many iterations of malocclusion out there. Once you see this person, let's say you see Jenny's teeth, you're going to see the same bite or the same issues 2 months down the line on another patient, and you're going to be much more confident in diagnosing and treatment planning. So you're not going to have to work with an orthodontist forever. But there's a lot of us orthodontists out there that do it. If you want to work with me, you're welcome to go to straightsmilesolutions.com. I'm glad to help you. If you don't want to work with me, I don't care. I'm still going to put up these videos so you can learn for free. I really don't care. I just feel like it's my way to help you guys help more patients and to leave a positive thumbprint on the industry. But anyways, let's go back to the whole Invisalign party tricks and tips. So once you've already launched Invisalign in your practice and you've done 6 months to a year of Invisalign scans, Invisalign wellness scans, you probably don't want to internally market the Invisalign party to your patients, because you already, maybe your office price is $6,500, right? Well, the whole point of the Invisalign party is you're going to probably give away one case for free. That's going to get them in the door. And you're probably going to have crazy slash discounts for the other patients who start that day. And the key is you have to start that day or within 24 hours. You have to put a firm answer on it, because the longer you wait, the more people are going to change their mind. So it needs to be like a hype to start that day. And this is basically how SmileDirectClub worked. I mean, when they had their scan centers, if you ever went in, and I did a demo scan there, I was very familiar with how it worked, but I just wanted to experience it. And they are hype. They have goodies, they have giveaways, they have a spinning wheel with giveaways. If you sign up today, you're going to get this price. Oh, if you wait, it's going to be that price. So once you've already done your Invisalign wellness scans, 1 round, 2 round, 3 rounds, everyone in your practice probably knows you do Invisalign because you're bringing it up with, or I'm saying Invisalign, but you do ortho because you're bringing it up on every single patient that has teeth. So you don't want to all of a sudden, if you start frequently having these Invisalign parties, well, everybody's just going to wait for the next party to start and no one's going to be starting at the regular price. So that's why once you've been doing this for 6 months to 12 months, Invisalign wellness scans, you want to do external marketing. So that's where you're going to have to be paying for ads and direct mails, and it's probably going to cost you $4,000 to $8,000 realistically to effectively market. You're going to need a few months to get the buzz going. Not to mention the cost for the food and the drinks and the catering for the event, for the additional staff. I mean, definitely this is only going to work if you either do this on a Saturday or if you do this like on an evening, like the Invisalign party say is from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. or something like that, which means you're going to have to plan in advance to make sure your team is going to be there because they have to be there. Of course, you're going to want to have bonuses if they're there for those who choose to participate. You can't force everyone to participate, but everyone should be involved. I want hygienists there. I want all the doctors there. I want all the back office there. I want the front office there. And if you hit certain milestones, 5 starts within 24 hours, 10 starts within 24 hours, I mean, if you book 100 people for this event and you need to have a cap on the event, like a realistic cap, 50% are not going to show up. So you have to realize that, overbook, oversaturate. Invite people to bring a friend. I would definitely have like an Eventbrite page set up. Have someone help you set this up. You're going to need someone to help you with this until you get it going. Once you get it going, it's going to be a plug and play. So I think you need to expect realistically to invest at least $10,000 into one of these days to make it happen. And you're going to be giving like slash discounts on the Invisalign. But if you do this right, you should be getting 15 to 20 starts from each event. And you need to be giving bonuses to all members of your team who participated fully. So if they showed up and they were part of the process and they hit this certain milestone, they get this much bonus. If they hit this milestone, they get this much bonus because we want everyone to be like hyped to make this a success. So if you think about this, if you're getting 10 starts, even if it's at a slash discount of $4,000, your profit is still $2,000 on each case. If you're getting 10 starts, that's $20,000. You're getting 20 starts, that's $40,000 profit. Even if it costs you $10,000 to put it on, that's still $30,000 profit. So you can't really lose as long as you do this right. But if you half-ass it, then no, it's not going to work out. So definitely check out some of the podcasts that are out there. If you can't find them, I can send you the links on Spotify. I'm also happy to have a conversation with you. These are free if you want to talk a little bit more about Invisalign parties. I do have some experience with them. But yeah, you can't cheap out on these. It's not going to work if you cheap out. You need to have a budget and you need to go like all out, fun, awesome. And definitely have your team involved. Hopefully this is helpful. All right. You can contact me at straightsmilesolutions.com.